Hello everyone, and welcome to Rome 2 Total War. And well, it's a battle of the few, where I am playing with the Pontus against a battle of the many. Well, it's one battle, few versus the many, but this one actually went a lot more different than I expected it would go. And well, there's pikemen I have holding there. Is the reason why it's going all different than I was expecting. And well, there we've got the main army of the enemy. Actually, it's reinforcements, but those are going to be, well, the big army I was up against. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to let them stand like this. And then I saw the reinforcements coming in and I was like, ooh, shit. I don't think we're gonna survive this. Hold on a second. I've got multiple pikemen. I made it two line defense, but well, my archers aren't really of full use when I'm in defending like this. But I wasn't really noticing it until now. And I realized I need to pick those two levy pikemen and set them up right there too. And well, it's actually a 3-layer defense now still, because they're not fully in one line and they're a little bit shaky, as you can see. But the way I set them up now is that when they run past the first line, so when they get use of the holes, they will run into the next line of spears. And there we've got the first enemies with Eastern Spearmen, some Parthian Spearmen, and actually some Parabaras, some sort of Axemen. And now I move my other group of another group of spearmen, my own Eastern Spearmen, right between the pikemen and the slingers, to make sure that if the pikemen aren't being shot at and the slingers are, they are being shot at, and they will be able to take a small hit. They do not really have that much armor, and I still have my mobs hidden away. I do have a funny little mob that gives the mobs, instead of 120 units, 360 units. And well, 360 units sizes mobs. Wow, that's actually very big. And it does make certain battles a lot more interesting, because computers will just throw mobs at you and well, they're routed in a matter of seconds. And now it's like, yeah, well, they're so much bigger. The morale is split over more units, so they'll certainly rout fast, but they will do a lot more damage because they're with so much, well, persons actually. There are so many of those units that you just can't kill them fast enough. So they will actually have some use now. And holy moly, that building's flying? Wait a second, how does it look from the inside? Oh, no, the inside. Seems I can't look on the inside, but that's supposed to how it look on the inside. Empty and hollow. Yeah, well, let's not pay attention to that. We can see we've already routed some of those spearmen. And we can also see our pikemen almost got 100 kills. Well, almost got 100 kills. They've already passed 100 kills. Okay. Let's keep this up a bit. Let's see if we can use this mode. I am playing this in Emperor mode. Yeah, Emperor mode Total War. You can see the arrows flying in there, actually, on the Eastern Spearmen. And wow, that horsey just made a flip. Just flipped it right over. Horsemen rushing straight into the front side of pikemen. And there's 2 more wavering right now. 3 more wavering. It's going pretty fast like this. And we're defeating, well, anything that's coming straight through this gap. I made a full use of the terrain. I could have placed my slingers at a better place, but they are actually constantly firing right now. Also hitting my own units because, well, those stones aren't really making a big win over or a big arch. As you can see, I'm keeping them in place where they are. Anything? Oh, what's that? Eastern Spearman's trying to flank me. I did notice it back then already. I didn't pay attention to it because, well, it's just one group of Eastern Spearmen. And I got two groups of over 200 mobs. Two groups of mobs with over 200 units still standing in the backup line. So I was like, yeah, they can't do anything at that position. And besides, what are they gonna do? Capture the city center? Charge! Yeah, well, let's just charge them right now. I thought at this moment they're far enough now. I can start charging them, and then I'll have them right in the middle of the square where I can flank them with my mobs. Oh, they start running back. That's a failure. At this point I should have already ran back. But instead, I waited a little bit longer, moved back faster. And right now the mobs are going in, they're being caught up, so I just send them in. And the mobs are going to flank them out, so they're finished. In the meantime, my pikemen have over 450 kills. And I haven't lost a single one of those, so... Oh, there's some more noble Sparaberas incoming. It's actually a general. I'm gonna have to kill that general. And, well, horsemen versus pikemen. Pikemen almost always win that. Unless the horsemen really get a good charge in. But in this stage, the cavalry didn't get a charge in at any point. And this just shows that if you set up pikemen like this, anything that comes in your... Whoa, those horses just got launched again. Oh well, but anything that comes into your line of defense, it's probably going to die. You can see there's about 700 dead people and horses lying in one straight line. And there's more coming in. Every time they come a little bit closer, the second line pushes them back. And then when the cavalry starts charging again, they can't get very far because, well, they're just dying while still running. And it is not because the slingers do that much damage, but because the pikemen are just set up so good. And this is only the first time that I actually did that. Right now I figured the mobs can start going around. You can see in the background that I am moving my mobs away. And my Eastern Spearmen, I do not move them away. I move them into cover. They can't be hit if they're hugging the buildings. So let's just let them hug the buildings. Those noble Sparaberas are doing a lot better than I actually expected. But they are being killed slowly. You can see there the mobs moving in the back. And they're still sending two groups of slingers over to try to counter that. But then I let them stop. Or actually I didn't let them stop, I sent them right there. And didn't really move them immediately. Slingers are firing the whole time. I did lose some of them. Back now! And that's when I decide, well yeah, let's just move my normal pikemen back. and let the levy pikemen handle these things, because well, normal pikemen are very tired. That means that they are, well, less able when fighting, and our levy pikemen are still winded, so they didn't really do that much. And that means the levy pikemen are still completely able to defend against elite units like that. And that means the noble Paraberas are retreating now. And just when they started retreating, I killed their general. So that means the rest is soon to follow. It actually was the second general. The first general was one of those cavalry units. And there we've got the mobs. I react a little bit slowly. I should have reacted right when those Parthian pike spearmen were going to retreat. And now the pikemen are going to move in. I leave my eastern spearmen right there, because well, they're nowhere near the enemy anymore. They're just too far off and they're not gonna make it. And well, this is over. And that's the end of this fight. And everyone's routed right now. So that was the battle. That was a heroic victory. Let's take a little bit look at how many losses I had. 225 versus 1362. So I hope all of you enjoyed watching this replay of Rome Total War 2. And well, maybe learned a bit from defense with pikemen.